Hello, hope all are doing great in their life. Today's topic is 10 rules for a happy marriage. Very important. Whether you are in a love marriage, arranged marriage, whatever, but there are certain rules to be followed for your own betterment, for your own peace of mind, for your own mental condition, state of mind, your growth, your prosperous living. All depends how you handle your married life. Very important. First one is never both be angry at the same time. This is absolutely important formula to understand. Never both be angry at the same time. Second one is never yell at each other unless the house is on fire. Don't shout on each other because nobody can take it. You also cannot take it and she also cannot take it, or whatever, vice versa. So never yell at each other unless the house is on fire. Have some respect for each other. Third one is if one of you has to win an argument, let it be your better half winning it. What is the harm in that? Let her win. Let her win and let her feel happy and let her see that yes, everything has happened as per the way she wanted. So, peace. If one of you has to win an argument, let it be your spouse. Fourth one is, if you have to criticize also, do it in such a way that it doesn't hurt the other person. Do it lovingly. Do it politely. Do it with a logic to explain behind it that why you are telling it. Fifth one is never bring up mistakes from the past. Whenever you are into an argument, never try to dig the past because everybody has a past and past stories cannot be corrected is for sure, cannot be repaired is for sure. So what is the use of fighting over past? So never bring up mistakes from the past when you are into an argument or under verbal debates. Sixth one is neglect the whole world rather than each other. Don't neglect each other. Don't avoid each other. Don't become enemy to each other. If you are not talking to her, she is not talking to you. This is not the good way to live life. So you can neglect the whole world, but don't neglect each other because you are staying under one roof and it is not a good way to move ahead. Seventh one is never go to sleep with an argument unsettled. Try to close it. Your mistake, accept it. Her mistake, close it. Explain it. Discuss over it. And try to close it. Never go to sleep with an argument which is unsettled. Eighth one is at least once a day say a kind word or pay a compliment to your partner. Let the partner feel happy. You make that partner feel happy or let your partner make you feel happy. But try to exchange such words which can make you both feel the liking for each other. That is very important. At least once a day, say a kind word or pay a compliment to each other so that you come together in the thought process. You come together in the way of living in a much better way. Ninth one is when you have done something wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness. I am sure anybody can accept the forgiveness. But once you start hiding, once you start telling lies, once you start covering up, once you start telling many unwanted things, then the whole problem starts taking shape to a bigger problem. So when you have done something wrong, admit it and ask for forgiveness and move ahead. 10th one is it takes two to make a quarrel and the one in the wrong is usually the one who does the most talking. So try to understand the other person. Listen to the other person, analyze the situation, understand the whole topic in a better way and try to diffuse the argument or diffuse the tough time or diffuse the hot topic and try to find an amicable solution so that next day can be a better day of living. Because living with a fight, living with a sorry face, living with a stubborn face, living with a cold culture is not good at all. So I'm sure these 10 rules will help people to understand and to correct themselves if they are on the track of not finding any solution. Always try to see that you are ignoring small things. Don't try to jump in everything you face across. Don't try to jump in all the topic you come across. Don't try to give your expert comments in all the topics you come across. Don't get angry at small things. Don't show your temperament at small things. Don't show your power at small things. If you are showing your power in the house, it's of what use? Don't show your power in the house. In the house, let the house minister show the power. You show the power outside. So better be a person who can understand each other, who can gel in a better way with each other, who can be a friend to each other, who can be a colleague to each other, who can be a close person to each other. And in this way, I'm sure living life will be a much better place rather than looking for peace outside. Peace is all there inside you, subject to you. You take control of your attitude. You take control of your ego. You take control of your verbal talking way. You take control of your anger. You take control of your temperament. You take control of your arguments. I'm telling for both the people. So if both the people are understanding and very open to understand each other's way of living, thinking, approach, attitude, way of talking, then I'm sure the married life will become a bliss. There are many couples out there who live like a friend and they are living a prosperous life, a growth oriented life, a much better life than it is if you fall into trouble or if you fall into debate or by living life with an argument all the time. So there are certain rules for a happy marriage, and I'm sure I have listed some points which can help many if they listen to it and if they can try to introspect themselves and understand that where they have gone out of the track and how they can bring themselves on the track of a good living, a good family, a good relationship, a good partner, a good friend, and live life in a much happier way. Thanks a lot for listening. See you soon in my next video.